All right, as always, Tiger Woods carrying the ball after his performance in Akron last week. Very, very dismal. Worst tournament of his career. All eyes on him at the last major of the year. John Abendroth. John was a touring pro, hooked on golf along with Mitch, the best thing going when it comes to this particular sport. Did you think Woods would limp into this tournament, or did you think he'd come fighting mad back?
Well, I was surprised how poorly he played last week, and I said on our radio show that I thought it would have been a good thing if Phil had taken the #1 spot. It would have been sort of that slap in the face. You know, they talk about a person needs to sort of bottom out before they come back.
Do you know about this arthritis? I'm sorry, because Mickelson, that's serious stuff.
Well, I read about it.
You can't walk.
Sure, and your feet and your legs are so key in the golf swing. There's a lot of movement, a lot of leverage of the body going on, and they're playing these golf courses that aren't on flat surfaces, so it could be a big deal. You know,
you may laugh at this, John, but again, I'm trying to think.
At 57, I know about arthritis.
Oh yeah, so, okay, but you're all right.
Well, I had both hips replaced. From arthritis, so I'm an expert on that. Really,
all right.
I know about it.
Well, John's had both hip replaced. Thanks for joining us, and good night. Can you go on?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had both hips.
Right. 2 years ago and a year and a half ago.
Jeez,
so anyway.
I'm saying this, we're going to worry about Tiger Woods.
Yeah,
you got
right.
two
No,
new hips.
Forget it.
But here's the thing on Woods, and you may laugh at this. I think his struggles shows that he's got a heart and soul and that he's not so self-centered. Because if he just comes back and starts playing brilliantly, this guy's got no conscience, but apparently he does. You buy that?
Absolutely. Yeah. And let me tell you this. I think golf, I've always said this as a golf instructor and playing golf, golf is fragile. You know, how you play and your swing and your psyche for the game can be very fragile. And you can hit literally one shot or have a bad part of a day, and it can set you down the wrong road for a period of time. Yeah. You can go into a slump very easily.
This is unfair to ask, but I'll do it nonetheless. Reportedly, the deal with his soon-to-be ex-wife is almost done. You give her $50 million. Is he going to feel good now again? I mean, is this one of those deals? All right, I know when I'm going to see the kids. I know she's got what she wants. Now he can start again? Or do you think this is going to linger his troubles on the course?
Well, I've got to think it's going to linger because he's not going to see the kids as often. You know, the kids aren't going to be on road trips with him. And it's just got to take a period of time.
Let me be me. Did he see him before?
I would think so. Okay. Sure, they were on road trips, and they came on the plane with him and hung out in the hotel, and they'd rent a house. So, sure, he would see him a lot.
You buy this, John? Beat him up for 6 months, as everybody did. Now leave him alone, let him start fresh?
Well, I think he ought to start fresh. You know, he didn't break any laws that I'm aware of. You know, he broke some moral rules, but sure, I think leave him alone. And this whole Jim Gray thing, you know, to try to pick on something like this with your guy Corey Pavin, it's you know, it's just kind of ridiculous.
Well, you know, it did give Jim Gray another month of employment, getting his name in the headlines.
Yeah, but he ought to be on one of these, you know, Entertainment Tonight shows. You know.
Hey, we got 20 seconds left. Sunday night, PGA ends. Woods will be where?
I think he'd be right up there in the top. I don't think he's going to win, but I'd say top 5.
Okay, fair enough.
And watch for a guy named Scott Hebert, my cousin, who shot 73 today.
Watch for Scott Hebert. Look for John and his new hips. He's the best. Hooked on Golf. Best show of its kind. See you at 11.